And I feel like this really takes me into also the sexuality of the third line, because one thing is to change and have experiences and interaction and movement in life. That's something that kind of can be accepted. When we come to the sexual part, we have conditioning, we have rules, we have religion, and there's so much that says that movement, interaction, experimentation, and changing every day when it comes to our sexual habits is something that's not looked on as something positive. And knowing that, however, in the third line, there is this curiosity, there is just this almost like the key line for the third line sexuality is promiscuity, because it kind of has that thing in it. But what the difference is between the lower frequency and the higher frequency, and it's so beautiful because we just recorded the third gene key, which I feel has a lot to do with the third line. So the keyword there is playfulness, and the higher frequency of the third line sexuality is also playfulness. And what is the difference? What did gene key 3 tell us? It told us it's all about love. It's all about that essence. So either it can be promiscuity, and then it's just this kind of fire that just fires and fires and fires. But there's not really sense. It's almost this kind of restlessness in the third line, when the fire is just like the wind comes, and then it's like just movement without rejuvenation. But when love is brought into it, it becomes playfulness. It becomes something that actually nurtures, which is the difference between the low frequency sexuality and the high frequency. That the high frequency is nurturing for the body and nurturing for all the chakras. So
that's huge.
Yeah. I think, you're a third line attraction sphere, Simone, are you?
Yeah, I'm let's see, I'm not the memorizers.
I think you are. And it's so interesting here, because I feel in your case, the 6-line body is you've reclaimed your body. Like before, you were so much in spirit, so you were not completely in body. So then you weren't in the third line sexuality. And now you're so much reclaimed your 6-line body, so that is going to color your experience in the third line. So you would not go to promiscuity. You are coming back to playfulness, because it's like there has been a healing in the body and a coming back to the body through a 6th line, which is the funnel coming into your sexuality again. Isn't that like, I can see it in front of me, how that's happening.
So fascinating. Yeah, I'm 40.3, so I'm divine will, resolve, exhaustion, and line 3, promiscuity to playfulness. And yes, definitely the playfulness, that's where I go. Yeah, that's so fascinating that you made that connection there. I love it.
And I almost feel that is a guideline, that when we are grounded in the line of our body, because for the 6th line, what we have spoken about, it's like we tend to be more in spirit than in body. So once you get that, once you reclaim that the whole part of the depth of the soul and the and the expansion of the spirit, and you are living that 6th line, then you can come into your sexuality in a way that's already high frequency. So I would even say that's a guideline. Look at your body first. And that's what Richard Rudd said. The activation sequence, how we ground in this vehicle, comes first. There's no point of starting in the attraction sphere and the Venus sequence if we haven't activated the prime gifts. So it also makes sense. Like I'm just remembering how that would also kind of confirm that what you have done in your life. Simone.
Yeah, and then when you and I did my Path of Sacred Union, so lightheartedness, which is really playfulness, right? So it's even within myself, just the sacred union within myself. When I get too serious, I know I'm not in my sacred union. It's like, where's my playfulness? And I'm a very, I love to laugh. It's one of my favorite things, and when I'm not laughing at myself, I know, like, okay, I need to come back in, to my alignment within, my sacred union within, and as well as my sacred union outside of myself. So that's so fascinating. I love that.